So welcome to this session. This session is for providing few information based on the contribution made by Hans Eysenck, a German-born British psychologist. He was considered to be a prolific writer in the field of psychology, and he has published 75 books and 1,600 research articles. He was also a controversial figure in the field of psychology. So he died in the year 1997, September 4th. Then what was his assumptions? His theory of personality came to be known as type-cum-trait theory. Type-cum-trait theory. He gives importance to certain temperamental aspects, at the same time gives importance to certain social aspects. That is why his theory of personality, popularly known as biosocial theory of personality. So he gives importance to certain temperamental aspects, gives importance to certain temperamental aspects and certain social aspects. This temperament is considered to be genetically inherited way of behavior. Biologically inherited way of behavior is known as temperament. So he gives importance to this temperament. At the same time, he gives importance to certain social aspect. That is why the theory came to be known as a biosocial theory of personality. And his personality theory has got three dimensions. Number one, extroversion, introversion dimension. The first one is considered to be extroversion, introversion dimension. That means he divided entire people into two broad categories, extrovert, introvert. And the second category is considered to be neurotic people. Then stability, instability dimension. In that there are two categories, stability dimension and instability dimension. So remember, they are considered to be typical neurotic. But in that there are two categories, stability and instability dimension. And the third one is psychotic people, and the opposite of psychotic people is considered to be normality. That means self-controlled people. So these are the three major dimensions given by Eysenck. So he classified his theory into three dimensions. The first dimension is considered to be introversion, extroversion dimension. And the second one is neuroticism, stability, instability dimension. And the third one is considered to be psychoticism, normality, or the self-control dimension. Then what about the extrovert? They are sociable, outgoing, impulsive, optimistic, jolly people. They are sociable, outgoing, impulsive, optimistic, and jolly people. The opposite of this extrovert, they are considered to be introvert. That means introspective mood, introspective. That means self-analysis. Look within. Then they are considered to be reserved, reflective, disciplined, and well-ordered. So the introspection, basically, the behavior patterns are considered to be introspective behavior, reserved behavior, reflective behavior, disciplined, well-ordered behavior. The second category is known as neuroticism, stability, instability dimension. Everybody is considered to be neurotic. In that there are two categories of people, stability and instability, stable and unstable. Stability, instability dimension. So in the case of stability people, they require strong environmental stimuli for reaction. In the case of stability, they require strong environmental stimuli for reaction. But in the case of instability dimension, that means instability people, they require weak stimuli for reaction. So the neuroticism has got two aspects, instability and stability dimension. And the third one is considered to be psychoticism. Then the psychoticism, for example, they are solitary in nature, impersonal, insensitive, egocentric, and antisocial. The psychotic people, they are solitary, impersonal, insensitive, egocentric, and antisocial behavior. That means they are against certain norms and principles. The opposite of the psychoticism behavior is considered to be self-control. So these are the basic postulation given by Eysenck. Remember, his theory combined two important aspects. For example, the temperamental aspect, biological aspect, and certain social aspect. That is why his theory can be known as biosocial theory of personality. So he classified the entire personality theory into three basic dimensions. Number one is considered to be the entire people are classified into introvert people and extrovert people. And the second category is considered to be neuroticism. That means, and it has got two aspects, stability and instability. For example, they are typically anxiety, that moody and touchy. The instability people are easy to get excited, then moody and touchy. But for example, in the two categories, this stability people require strong stimulus for reaction. That means they require strong environmental stimuli for reaction. But the instability category, they require weak stimuli for reaction. And the third one is considered to be psychoticism, which stands for solitary behavior, antisocial behavior, insensitive behavior, impersonal behavior, and egocentric behavior. The opposite of that particular behavior is considered to be self-control. That means maintaining sociability or normality. So these are the threefold classification given by Hans Eysenck. The theory came to be known as trait-cum-type theory of personality.